Well, hello everybody and welcome to a slightly different video for today then. Now, some of you may know, I mentioned in one of the streams that I thought it'd be cool if we did sort of a fancy league for the channel, Formula 1 Fancy League, before the season, and I completely forgot about it or didn't get time, probably a combination of the two at the moment. And it just so happens that F1 have come up with an official Fancy League, which they brought out last week, I think. So it's perfect timing, really. It's a new league, official Formula 1 league, and you know it's good timing for us to do it as the league has just started, and we can do it for the rest of the season. So what I'm going to do is obviously create my team. Then I'm going to create a league for us, which I will put down in the description, and then any of you can join the league and play along with us for the season. So I personally need to create my team, and I can show you a little bit how it seems to work so that you've got an idea of how you're picking your team. So we start with 100 million, and with that we've got to pick 5 drivers and a constructor. And then you have 2 options throughout the season. So you're able to put a wild card in for 1 race only per season, and then it goes back to your original lineup. And every race you can choose a turbo driver, which will score double points for that weekend. But the driver you select cannot be worth more than 19 million. So I'm sure there are some other rules and some things as to how the points are dished out. But for the moment, let's pick our team, shall we? So we've got to be... I feel we should get our constructor in there to begin with. And I'm going to go with Red Bull because I think they're pretty cheap for what they are. Obviously, you get quite a lot of points for Mercedes or Ferrari at the moment, but I feel I want to put that money on drivers, considering the drivers, we get more of them. So I'm going to go with Red Bull as our constructor. Well, my constructor. Obviously, you guys can do what you want with this. And then drivers then. So I feel Hulk is a shoo-in at the moment because he's driving so well. I think because you guys like him and he's doing pretty well this season as well, I'm going to go with Kevin Magnussen. We've got 60 million left, so we've got a good amount of points remaining. Now, I really think Vettel is going to win the championship this year, so I'm going to go with Vettel as my big money guy. I also think Ricciardo is going to have a stellar season, so I'm going to go with Ricciardo as well, and that leaves us with 12 million then. Now, you see, I think Alonso's doing well this season. I think McLaren will get better, but I can't guarantee that Alonso's still going to be there at the end of the year. What we could... I'm wondering if we maybe get rid of Red Bull. Go with Ferrari. It leaves us with 4.5 million for a pretty crap driver. The only options for 4.5 we have, really, is Leclerc. And even Ericsson's 5.5, so it's only Charles Leclerc, really. No, I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna go with Red Bull, and then that gives us a bit of money to play with. And then I think I'm gonna go for Alonso. I'm sure if he does leave before the end of the season, which I think is becoming more and more likely, then we could. I'm sure they'll let us change him out. But I'm happy with that. Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Vettel, Ricciardo, and Alonso. We're not going for Hamilton purely because I think he will recover, but I really do think this is Ferrari's championship, and I think Red Bull are going to improve and have some pretty good results as well. So I'm pretty happy with that team. So turbo driver for Azerbaijan, I think has got to be Ricciardo off the back of his previous before. Although Vettel... Oh no, they have to be under 19 million, don't they? Yeah, 19 million. So Hulk, Alonso or Magnussen. I feel Baku, McLaren could do pretty well. So I'm going to go with Alonso as my turbo driver. My favourite constructor at the moment is Red Bull. And we're going to go with... Team Dream Cream. Just because, you know, cream in a can, got to fly that flag high wherever we can. So we're going to go with Team Dream Cream. Cream Dream might have been better, actually, to be fair. And let's create a league. So it's going to be a private league. So obviously you guys, I presume, if I just have the invite, we can do that. So we're going to go with the... Do you want to let me type? Oh, I put it up there. Okay. It's going to be the Cream in a Can Cup. Because, you know, if anyone doesn't know, you just got to watch our streams while we do Cream in a Can. I don't even know where it came from. I'm sure someone can tell me. We're going to create a private league. And there is the invite code. So I shall put that down in the description as well. So all you guys have to do, I presume, is just go on to that to get the league. So let's have a look at, there we go, the Cream in a Can Cup. We got any settings? It did say we had some settings. Delete league or invite. Okay, they're great settings. Good. So let's just have a quick look through the rules, shall we? So you pick your team for under 100 million. Join your leagues. At the start of qualifying, all teams will be locked. At this point, there will be no more editing teams until the conclusion of the Grand Prix. Okay, and as far as I know, you can't change your teams during the season. There are no restrictions on how many drivers can be used from a particular team. Okay, so we'll see as it goes on as how we can change the teams, but I don't think you can change them apart from that wild card once a season. So the point scoring. So if 1 point for not getting through Q2, 2 to get through to Q3, and 3 for Q3. If they qualified ahead of their teammate, you get 2 points, and if they did not qualify, you lose 5 points. So anyone with a Renault engine, I'm kind of regretting going with Ricciardo because I've got a feeling that Red Bull are going to have a few more engine failures before the end of the year, but we'll see. 10 points for pole position. I wish well, that would be a case to go for Hamilton. Oh, you get, okay. So you get points for qualifying, 1st to 10th. And then if they finish the race, they get a point. Ahead of the teammates, 3 points. Finish race with position gained, 2 points per place gained with a maximum of 10 points. I feel Alonso would do well in that, so I'm feeling good about that selection. Started race within the top 10, finish race but lost position, minus 2 points per place lost. And if they started outside the top 10, minus 1 point per place lost. They didn't finish, minus 15. Disqualification, minus 20. And then the points are the same for World Championship points in terms of finishing positions. So if the driver qualifies in top 10 for 5 races in a row, 5 points. 10 races in a row, 10 points. Oh, that's the race, top 10. Constructor qualifying, both drivers qualify in the top 10 for 3 races in a row, plus 5. And top 10 for 3 races in a row. In terms of the race, you get 10 points. So I'm feeling good about Red Bull in that sense. That's all the constructors matter. So that's why it's probably good to save some money and not going for Ferrari or Mercedes. So I feel that'd be a good option for most people. Manage your team before the season starts. Users can update their teams without restriction. However, once the season starts, you can only make a single change to your team between each race. The expectation is the exception to this is if the player chooses to use their wild card, which allows them to change their entire team between races. Okay, so it's not just one driver. Once per season, you can change everybody. And you can change the turbo driver each race. Turbo driver, 2 points. 2 times points. Wild card. And that's the lot then. So that's going to be our league. The Cream in a Can League. As I say, I'll put the invite code down in the description and a link to the fancy website. So you guys can, I presume, create your team first. You'll have to make a user account with the F1 Fantasy League. And then you can join the league through the invite code. So you guys are welcome to join. I think the idea, if enough of us join up, me and Rage will do maybe a little look back at the results and how everyone's doing every podcast. So you'll get some airtime on that. And I'm not going to dial into anything yet, but I do want to do some kind of prize for the winner. So we'll have to decide what that will be. I'll maybe try and decide before the next podcast, and we'll go over it again there, and I will let you guys know what the prize will be. But I want to do something as a prize for the winner. Obviously, if it's me or Rage, then it will go to the third place driver or the second place. But if lots of you join up, then hopefully it'll be a nice competitive league, and it'll be something that we can enjoy together throughout the season. So we shall end that there for today. I hope you guys join up and get involved, and we can have a really exciting league throughout the season. And yeah, we shall end that here for today. I can't get my words out today. I've had that a lot recently. Videos, I'm trying to get them sped up again. You know, I still can't promise much. I want to get the Haas playthrough out tomorrow. Then we got another league race on Friday. I've got another F1 recorded, which I'll hopefully get out either on Friday or at the weekend. And I'm still trying to work on something new. Me and Rage wanted to do a sort of Top Gear style thing. We might try and redo that, because the last time we did it was a bit of a disaster. So we'll try and do that. And videos are starting up on the gaming channel as well, yet again. So if you're a bit lost for stuff to watch, you can always head over to the gaming channel as well. There'll be some more Destiny 2 with me, Rage, and Forge. That is one of the best series I think we've done. It's really funny. So do go and watch that, even if you don't like Destiny 2. Some good bants. Kingdom Come, I will maybe get an episode up this week. If not, I will record a bunch over the weekend, and that will start up again next week. And we will go from there. So as always, thank you everybody for watching and your continued support. Do join the league, and it costs nothing to do. And we can test our F1 knowledge and who really knows the grid the best in terms of a fantasy league. And I will see you guys again very soon.